We're the birthplace of the nation. We have the Liberty Bell, the Declaration of Independence. Philadelphians will identify that as part of their identity, but will also very much identify being a sports fan or being part of a sports culture as being part of their identity.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
I think it's part of almost a birthright of a Philadelphian.
When the Eagles play, nothing else matters in this town.
This city is wired for football because this city loves that game.
Philadelphia fans love football in a really dark and disturbing way. The national perception of the Philadelphia sports fan is that they are lunatics, almost pathologically negative. And I think it is a richly justified reputation.
If I walk into the Link or a couple of years ago the Vet and I'm wearing a Giant shirt or a Cowboy jersey, I don't expect bottles to be thrown at my head. I don't expect my life to be threatened. They are violent people, and I think the reason they're hated is because of the reputation they've built as sick, animalistic freaks that have a jail inside their stadium because they cause so much violence.
YouTube, you're on YouTube, dogs! Hey, kick his ass! Kick his fucking ass! Hostile crowd.
To me, Philadelphia fans are the most hostile.
Woo, the hostile are better.
But, you know, for the most part, they haven't rioted, have they?
I think if you walk in there with an attitude, there's no way you walk out of there unscathed. There will be some, I don't know how bad, it could be a broken leg, it could just be a scar, it could just be a couple of, you'll lose. I'm not sure how bad, but you'll walk away with a life-changing experience.
They could use a good dose of class because they don't show it all the time.
Brandy, come knock me out, man! I'll take it, baby! I'll take it, baby! You can't get up there if you want! You can't get up there if you want! You can't get up there if you want!
Jesus! No idea of getting the whole thing.
Texas Stadium should be just like that. Just nasty.
I went out there hugging Chuck, they throwing water on me. Right there, corner.
Their fans get real agged up there, man.
Get him.
Philadelphia fans, they're so you don't know what you're going to get from one game to the next. You know, from booing Santa Claus to, I remember when Michael Irvin got hurt. You know, the cheering when he went down, basically a career-ending injury.
Wow, they're cheering. They're cheering. Shouldn't expect nothing less.
Martin Gramatic, our kicker, got run over by the camera. The truck ran over his left foot when he's over there practicing kicking right before he's going out. Next thing you know, I hear the fans cheer, and I look back, and what happened? Oh, Martin got run over. And I said, and they're cheering. And they said, hey, it's Philly.
Now up. Jeff Saturday looking in.
I'll tell you what a joy it is to come to Philadelphia and stand here and dodge ice balls, not snowballs, but ice balls, about 25 of which have been thrown into the booth in the last 3 minutes.
Game day, the Philly fans let me know how they felt. That's when they pelted me with snowballs. Terry was doing the game, they fired a few snowballs at him too.
And it's supposed to be the city of brotherly love, but we don't show love all the time.
That's why they call the city the brotherly love. They have no love for no brothers.
It was a place that I grew to really like in a kind of a distorted, perverted way.
I tell you, Lawrence, they call this the city of brotherly love, but it's really a banana republic, communist country.
I was verbally abused a great deal there. But the more they did it to you as you went there on a yearly basis, the more you began to understand that it was part of a respect that they had.
I think they're the best sports fans in America. Any sport, any city. These people really know the game. They understand the nuances of football. They understand when a guy's letting them down. They can see a guy that's afraid to catch a ball over the middle and not take that hit. They are a city of passion. Should we reward apathy over passion? Not in sports.
The passion is always consistent, win, lose, or draw. But if this team doesn't live up to the expectations, I think you're going to see the other side of the coin, which is that passion is going to start to come out with, you're disappointing us too? You're letting us down also? In Philadelphia, that always comes out in one famous sound.
A true Philadelphia fan learns to boo before he learns to speak.
The second pick, the Philadelphia Eagles select Donovan McNabb, quarterback, Syracuse University.
Philly fans put even their best players to the test.
I didn't like to be booed. No one likes to be booed. We all like to be liked. But clearly, there were probably days where I didn't play up to my ability, and they were letting me have it. Those experiences, although they hurt at the time, they built my character. And if you can survive those negative fans, you can certainly be better for it.
I see people come up to our tent before a game and actually have 3- and 4-year-old children who know 4 or 5 or 6 words. And 2 of those words, taught by Dad, are Dallas sucks. I've seen it. It's amazing.
I just hate them. They stink. America's team where? What's America's team? Not around here, pal.
A Dallas Cowboys fan in the Lehigh Valley was riding high on team spirit. That is until she says she was attacked for her choice of wearing Cowboys gear.
Specs, it was her jersey, not security, that led TSA screeners to pull her out of line for additional searches at Philadelphia International Airport.
They absolutely despised us.
We hate you.
They pointed at the camera and they said, "We hate you. We hate you." And I remember Drew Pearson sitting next to me and said, "My God, they really do hate us, don't they?"
Well, the Philly crowd was tough. After John Kennedy was shot, we went up to Philly, and you're talking about really taking it to us. It was like we, the Dallas Cowboys, had assassinated John Kennedy.
That man, they're trying to throw me off the balcony, all that other crap. Be honest. That's what she said. They are so arrogant.
I think it's part of almost a birthright of a Philadelphian. And, you know, when you see the people that are going to the games at the Link now and supporting the Eagles now, there's no bandwagon element to the fan support in this city.
Listen to the crowd, they are roaring.
Their fathers were at Veterans Stadium in January 1981 on that bitter cold day when the Eagles beat the Cowboys. And their grandfathers were at Franklin Field in 1960 when the Eagles beat the Packers for the NFL championship. And their great-grandfathers were in the snow in 1948 at Connie Mack Stadium when the Eagles beat the Chicago Cardinals. I mean, the Eagles are precious to the people in this town. They're a family heirloom that's handed down from generation to generation. That's why the people stay with them year after year, through the bad times, through the losing seasons. I mean, for the people in this town to jump on and off a bandwagon, as they say, or they do in some other cities, and abandon a team when it loses, it's not going to happen in this town. That would be like taking your family album and putting it out at the curb for the trash man. I mean, because the Eagles are part of your family. They're part of who you are. And that's why I think this is the #1 football town, because it's been a long time since this team won a championship. And yet the fans every year have the hope that this is going to be the year. And they show up year after year waiting for it to happen. You know, that's the definition of loving football, and that's the definition of loving a football team.